Hello, everyone. I assume you were counting me in, right? Today we have the third in the Critch versus Bulmers race series. Currently sitting at 1-1 after any percent and NG plus. So this is important.
There, I'm on live streams now.
He's going down. This Greenbulmers guy, whoever this is.
There's some big words from a 127 runner.
Oh dear.
We shall soon see the final time.
Are your
alright,
personal best?
Yeah,
It's not looking good, you Critch.
It's alright, Bombers. You'll miss cutscenes, Gib. All of them.
Says the man himself. Who's mad for missing cutscene skips.
We will see. We'll see. You know.
Yeah. There are going to be frame drops in this because of the storm. So.
Oh yeah, you got the storm, haven't you? I assume you're both ready to go.
Yes. Can you
give me a sec?
Can you definitely let myself?
No. Yeah, of course I can.
Please. All right. Okay.
It'll cost you though.
All right. All right. I'll.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
I'll put you in. I'll put you in for a good word.
All right. Okay. Whatever. If it's unwatchable, it's unwatchable. I don't care.
It's gonna be great. Scuffed.
All right, I'm ready.
I am also ready.
I'm just waiting for this scene to. Oh, there we go. It's ahead of me. All right. In 3, 2, 1, go.
GL.
Oh shit.
GL.
Oh, I should probably mute Critch. As well as Deafen. Yeah, if you want to act, you can jump in. Look at this. Critch has an 8-second lead here. Thanks.
So, I'm here.
Who do you think's gonna win, Axe?
I think I gotta go with my boy Bombers.
Ah, you're going for Bulmers. I'm going for Critch because why not?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of bingo.
Critch needs to be ahead to keep it exciting going into Hundo. If he goes into Hundo down, then it's all over.
Yeah, I'm playing a lot of bingo with Bombers recently, so you know, gotta go with him.
That's fair. Oh, Critch overshoots a little there. This is not a great color keeper for him. For the Homer 1 god. Oh, he's got back in the front. What is this, Critch? The Homer 1 god collapsing. Bulmers doesn't get the vent.
And it's a 117.
117. Bulmers, I think, got a 112. It kind of throws up a little for me.
But he didn't get for vend.
I'd rather take the vend over. Oh no, 5 seconds over the vend.
Ow. Okay.
Oh, Bulmers stream. What? Oh, did he just load a save state? Is that what happened? Are we restart? I'll Critch for restarting.
Oh, why?
A Bulmers loaded a save restarting.
Bitch.
It's fine. I mean, you had a 118 cola cape or 117 cola cape. I'm sure you're happy to restart.
Oh, mate, don't tell him that.
He's not in the VC.
Okay, alright.
I mean, Bulmers missed the vent, so it was kind of... It was double disaster class. Wrong mod launcher.
Second mod launcher open.
This is what happens when I do countdowns. It always goes wrong. Sometimes, anyway. Alright. No screw ups this time, guys.
Yeah. What's all that about?
No screw ups. How are my frames? Are they bad?
I don't know. Mine, I've been having issues with Discord today, so I can't tell.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay. Just because you missed the vend, Bulmers, there's no reason to cheese or reset.
I was on the wrong mod launcher, and my hotkey is a button I would only use in ASM. So, yeah, I'm ready.
Are we starting from new game or resume game?
We can do resume game because if we've already watched the cutscene.
Resume game, Bombers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you
Okay.
both ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Take them away, Axe. Axe.
I just need to refresh Discord. I can't hear Lambton now for some reason.
Oh no.
Duff race.
Help.
Well, this is going great.
Oh, Andy.
Oh, congrats on winning the Cola Caper. Oh yeah, thanks for continuing your gift sub, Andy. Boomers won the Cola Caper race. Okay, Axe. You're muted. Can you hear me, Axe?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, let's go. You both ready again?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Take them away, Axie.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, go.
So
That was
loud.
loud.
Can you please mute me?
So we're
And
off
Critch
again.
is off.
And Bombers is off.
Boomers with his normal latency mode. Let's go. Hopefully Critch doesn't get a 117 this time. Hopefully Boomers gets the Vend. Maybe they'll switch. Ah, Critch gets the Vend.
This is a lot smoother than the first time round.
Boomers gets the Vend. I want. Hard to tell if that was an 11 or 12 by Critch. It was on the verge.
It's either 11.9 or a 12.
Again, same for Boomers. High
Yeah.
one. I think they both snuck the 111s in.
Bombers definitely stuck for 111 in.
Boomers does not warp to sellouts. Oh, Critch did get a 112. How does that splits up?
It was interesting that both runners were practicing sellouts just before.
I
a race.
assumed they're practicing cutscene skip.
I saw Critch, I believe I saw Critch do a full sellouts, but I
Because
don't know.
that's where Boomers' save state went to, was the end of the
Yeah.
mission. Maybe a 2. 2, I think that just ticked to 11 for Critch. But Boomers are much better 208.
Now, it's interesting because everybody thinks of Critch as the early game king. But
He is the
Bombers
Homer
is
1 god.
But Bombers has a better Homer 1 in PB than Critch does by about 6 seconds, I think.
Yeah, Boomers has a better rest of the run by about 1:50, so. Or a minute and a half. Whatever. Probably not even that much. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's probably where there's less gap than the other levels.
Interestingly, it looks like Critch has a better time out of Bart 1 than
Let's
Bombers
see.
in his PB.
Early game guard.
Yes.
I believe Boomers game PB has a really good late game, but off the top of my head.
I believe so. But both are sub 24 Bart 1,
Oh.
which is not gonna complain about a second or two
Oh,
here or
okay.
there.
Apparently Duck Power has apparently Boomers has lots of times 7 sellouts.
That makes sense.
Boomers will be keeping a keen eye on his inhaler time.
Oh, 353. Oh,
Oh, Critch stuck on a tree there. I missed what happened.
it looks like he hit a mailbox and just kind of got spun into it with physics.
Neither runner doing dumb neighbors. Oh, Boomers doesn't get the wasp. Came in a bit early, I think, so didn't really get much height on the jump. And Critch got a far better turn.
I don't believe I've seen anybody apart from you do dumb neighbors.
I've seen people go for it like once. And be like, no, that's dumb. Dumb neighbors duck pop is where you hit the corner of the neighbor's house to fling yourself into the wasp and boxes. And if you're really lucky, you'll get all three. But usually you just get a wasp and a box. And you use like a second backing up to get the other one. It's good fun. Both going for ESS. Why are we getting nice Lenny pushes? Interesting is Bulmers has almost caught up RTA despite like the IGT or the timer difference. Could just have two identical minivans next to each other and oh,
Bombers.
bad traffic. Only option was the glass truck and it got away from him. I think they have the same minivan though. Always very similar colours.
I think so. Pritch.
Should have used parking.
Pritch
Oh, no.
playing in
Critch is more
Fastpass?
teal. He's back into third. Yeah, it's more teal. Critch is.
Yeah. Almost going for the green car.
Oh, that strats go. Look good for Critch. Gets it. The Bulmer's playing catch up, but should also be fine. Yeah.
Seems like a much faster destruction from Bombers. Critch is
Yeah.
very slow.
The lower FPS will help with that, but I think Bulmer's just got a better starting hit. Like even though it
believe
seemed a
so.
bit slower, he was able to get a big push into the actual wall afterwards.
It seemed like Smithers was going into it with a lot more momentum.
Oh, Bulmer's went for
Ooh.
button jump. Did he drop the ESS then? When he was because they both went for ESS. I assume Bulmer's dropped it then. Unless he
Mercy
went for
dropped
button
it.
jump.
This is a fairly standard mission. You run around. you kick
Still
things.
about 2.5 seconds ahead as Bulmer's though. I timed it like the 7th or 8th box, the one before the trapdoor bridge thing.
Yeah, he finishes
'Cause-
about 6:37. Bombers finishes at 6:34. So yeah,
I'd say 2.5.
yeah, between 2.5 and 3, and we're both into crop circles.
No, actually, they're not.
Haha! I baited everybody.
I mean, this is terrible. I should have just gone solo commentary by axe.
Wow.
I'm joking.
Of course, this is sexy footage. A bad run. Bombers is not happy with this. He's about
Not
8
bad.
seconds behind.
What? Oh, okay. That's why he didn't do button jump, because he missed the trigger to start the mission.
Oh
That
yeah,
makes
he
sense.
had to like go back in afterwards. So yeah, he had to flick his camera around.
Restarting the mission. I believe when he when he did the pause and pause, his cursor
Cursor
very
was
briefly
over,
flicked to exit
yeah.
program.
That might be an issue later on.
No, it should be fine because it's the way Critch has this up. He has the mouse hovering over mission select, so it's like slightly faster for warping and stuff.
That's fair.
As long as you don't like knock the mouse at any point. Oh, school bus blocks Bulmers and then blocks the black van. Barely
Critch
grabs
has
that maybe.
a lot nicer coins here.
Bulmers
I think-
did miss the wasp at neighbors. That's part of it, and the other part is he's missed
Oh.
that wasp too. No, he didn't.
No, he
He
didn't.
scraped it. Okay. Critch
looks like
barely
he's
has
back
better
in.
coins for that extra
Yeah.
wasp. Because Bulmers will get both at the power plant. Critch might be able to get the second one on foot. See, because Critch didn't do the normal thing of just slowing down here like Bulmers is. Critch just takes a wide arc through the power plant for the same effect. No idea if it's fast or anything. But
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
believe
I've seen I've seen a few runners.
I do
start
it
doing
because
the
it's
wider line.
less boring. It's something to do.
Critch having to go back for a wasp. We've seen some runners
Coins.
fail the mission
Careful.
doing that, but
Yeah, he's
yeah,
fine.
he made it.
Bulmers
Bowman's,
gets
I
both.
believe. Yeah.
Has to go for ESS on foot because the way his kind did. Kicks the phone booth for 2 coins. Gets ESS.
Mr. Bird,
I'll do my best.
let's do this thing.
Almost is playing pretty smooth.
Sensible shoot to the
He's made like one minor error, but things seem
I
to be quite smooth.
I think Critch is slightly ahead though, because of that school bus incident. Not by much.
Yeah.
About 1.5 to 2 seconds starting the mission, so it's pretty close still.
Looking at
Right.
red splits, it's about
Yeah.
5 seconds now because
Really?
of the school bus incident.
Oh, okay. But Bulmer's got an ESS, so it'd make
that
up a
is
couple
true,
of
yeah.
seconds. And
Yeah.
Bulmer's getting a slightly nicer bonus from there. Didn't have to turn back
Yes,
for the
Lens,
drop
I
cut like Critch
wonder.
slightly did.
I wonder who recently failed FBI doing the wasp. I wonder.
Was it you, Axe?
It was me. Yeah.
Axington.
It was my first race versus Lens, and
Critch is on for an 11-2x here. Bulmer's looking like a very low 11-2x.
Well, it's about time.
Oh, I don't think either'll be super happy with 2x's.
almost is about 2 seconds ahead now. He had a better Bunstorm than Critch.
Yeah.
Where am I gonna put it? 2, 4, 6, 8, you suck, I'm great. Da, da, da.
But it shows the difference of views the top level runners will have. Like, the average runner would be fine being about 10 seconds behind their PB coming out of home 1, whereas and having like an 11-2x, 11-3x would be great
They're
for
both
most
getting.
runners.
Yeah. Critch getting a 24 this will be. Oh, it was a very high 23. Stand corrected. Bulmer's actually on the same sort of pace, I think. I think it's a very low 23 within a second. Close enough to be considered tied out of Homer 1.
Oh, they both
Critch
were
doesn't get a good
23s.
traffic. Yeah, Critch doesn't get a good traffic car. Bulmer's was a very low 23. Critch was a very high 23. So
Afraid not.
So Bulmers just went straight and hoped, whereas
Yeah.
Critch,
one did spawn for Bulmer's, fortunately.
it did, but I don't know. I think for me personally, I generally go for honor roller and just roll with it.
I'd go with that way, and if there isn't a sports car, I'll go to the honor roller. I think it's
Yeah.
worth it to the sports car. Yeah, that's hard to do, Terry, because Bulmer's doesn't have low latency mode because his internet's not as good. So there will be a delay, but you can kind of work it out.
Yeah.
No problemo.
And sometimes if it's this close at the end, it's super exciting because one like just finishing, the other's a bit behind, and you don't know how close it is.
Games, I'd be in better shape.
See last year, the 2019 tournament, Zoton versus Smith, where there was a big like desync in their timers.
We saw similar this year with Critch versus Vapo, I think it was, when there was a bit of difference in the timers. And there was about 5 seconds in it in the end or something.
Yeah, the Smith Zoton one was 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, the runners only got 15 coins from the try and save end. They didn't get this mysterious new coin glitch thing.
I have no idea how that coin glitch would
No
even
one
come
knows.
about.
No one knows.
I feel like I've seen something said about that event before though. A long time ago. It might not have even been in the community, but I remember seeing it years ago that like that event can do weird things.
Now you tell us. Terrible.
But I always assumed it was just like if you do certain things it can be like you can manip certain events or whatever, but then actually speedrunning the game I'm like, okay. Maybe that would be good. But I have no clue of how to do it. Yes, just kick it.
I fought the law and I won. The Bartman knows all.
14-11 split for crit.
Hey, job of
I think Bombers is just ahead of that. Oh, it's 14-08. A very lower rate. So a bit over 3 seconds apart. Bombers made up some time. All because he got the sports car. I mean, it's probably not all because, but it definitely helps.
Just
Gets the freebie too. I'm not sure if Critch got it. He ran for it, but I didn't take it in whether or not he actually got it.
What's my name? Booyah.
I spilled my
Comfortable
squishy.
for going for hospital here. As is Boomers.
I feel like 9 times out of 10, as long as you're ahead by like a few car lengths, he'll be fine because he
I-
spits out every end.
Yeah, I've gone into hospital, like that area level, and been
Yeah.
fine. Or seen people come with a witch.
So Kreutz running around for the taxi, whereas Bulmer's just warping straight
Boomers
to a
is
level, didn't see a sports
gonna
car.
go for whatever we can get here.
Time to rock.
I think the sports car's across the road. Oh no, it's there.
Children
You
were
can
meant to
grab
keep
that
this
sports
much
car.
exercise.
And it's not super bad time loss, because while you're out of the car, the black fan is moving full speed.
And
Yeah.
of course, manipulating the wasp to spawn.
Critch didn't do. No, he's just manipulating for dirt jump. Critch didn't, and he's
Ah.
not going for it on taxi despite being on 200.
I thought if you spawned that wasp and a couple of others, it meant different wasps had collision.
Well, it's because you've already got hospital and
Oh, Bulmer's.
that's weird. Yeah, it's because you've already got hospital and the Krusty Burger. It doesn't really matter. It's
Ah,
all
fair,
about manipulating the black van to go the right way at the dirt jump. To try and go right around it, so you can go on the right and push him through.
Whoa, wicked.
Bulmer's black fan was a little silly, but I think they're both gonna get sub 230 fighting things here.
2 sub
Although-
33. Is that even possible?
It's time for
I don't know. In a taxi, it might be hard.
Oh, it's definitely hard now. Critch gets absolutely destroyed by Snake.
Ooh.
Oh, that's really bad.
Hey, sprint.
And Bulmer's is gonna take the lead.
Oh yeah,
RTA.
Boomers. Yeah, well ahead now.
Energy
Yeah.
depleting. Need sugar.
Good
Uh,
15 or so
Slend, I-
seconds.
I will neither confirm nor deny these accusations, Slend.
Oh, and Snake gets pushed away. So there's 16 seconds, and being in a taxi will make this segment slower for Crit. Into the mission. We've had an audio switch. First of the race.
I guess there was no point keeps flip-flopping at the beginning.
But it wasn't huge flip-flop, so now this is a significant lead for Boomers.
Yeah.
I know he's actually ahead RTA as well.
That's the thing. In Homer 1, they kept going backwards and forwards, so
Critch was always like the one that was ahead gameplay-wise.
yeah.
Now, funny satellite dish. Has those any?
Oh, Boomers tries to save his game. Yeah, 13 seconds after that mishap with the saving.
Hey there, Mr.
Means Critch retakes RTA lead,
You got
because Boomers is loads. What's the point system? They're doing a best of 6. They're doing a run of each category these days. And Boomers run any percent and Critch run NG plus. Or the other way around. Can't remember which.
Yes,
I think, no,
Bulmer's won any percent, Crits DNF
Yeah.
any percent. And then,
then-
last week was NG plus.
I should know I
backwards
watched the
versus
NG
forwards.
plus race.
Yeah. I think we commentated that one as well.
Maybe. It was a weird one to commentate, I'll be honest.
I have looked at the weather forecast, and this week there are no thunderstorms during the race.
Oh yes, of course. Oh, speaking of storms, Boomers are having some storms. I don't think they're thunder ones, just wind ones.
Oh man.
You'll be having
Cool.
them as well soon. It's meant to be very windy the next few days.
Oh,
Have fun.
I don't like that.
Oh, Critch gets caught a bit on the wall. Boomers retakes RTA lead. Just barely. On the higher FPS, Critch could well make that up before they trigger a foe. Yeah, here it is. Critch back RTA ahead.
It's insane how close we can be. I know there's like
High FPS boost, let's go.
there's what a 14-second difference between red timers, but
I mean, so much the FPS effects because Bulmer's got the last shot before Critch, and Critch is ahead here. Mostly because, and he's like ahead by a fair whack, and it was just the boost. I mean, he's behind the actual timer, but
they
an
both
RTA
got
sense.
good uphill escapes.
Yeah, and the Wasp as well. Critch up a bit on coins.
So glad to be of service. Rusty
You
Burger.
do love to see a good uphill escape. It can be devastating.
Bad boy.
It's
Bulmer
when one
struggles a
runner
little
gets
to
it.
find the satellite dish.
After this, the NMW race has been scheduled, but the other two races have not been scheduled, I
I
believe.
think they got pushed back because of the bingo tournament.
Yes,
This is the idea.
which makes a
Because
lot
they
of
were
sense.
scheduled before.
Especially Hundo, it takes a lot of practice to be doing it, and
Yeah, I want the practice probably.
yeah. Whereas ASM and no mission warps are like bread and butter to these runners, really.
Yeah, ASN's pretty bread and butter. NMW wasn't much more on top of it.
Exactly. You just got to remember not to warp.
Yeah. And you don't even have to stress about cutscene skips.
Exactly. Although I have heard that some people have done the cutscene skip even in NMW and had
Was
it.
that you, Alex?
No, I've never actually got past Homo 1 in NMW.
Oh my gosh, Alex, please, it's really easy to... I should do an NMW, my people's really old. Anyway, Critch gets the freebie, as does Bulmers.
But it's a difficult freebie to get. Sometimes you can just slide underneath it.
I think with the new route it's become way easier. Because
Yeah.
it used to be very hard to get. It seems to behave a lot better. We both get the Courthouse Wasp as well.
I guess now it's the first wasp where you spawn after the main menu warp.
Yeah.
Yep.
But whatever made the Museum Wasp annoying before doesn't really apply to the Courthouse Wasp. Almost grabbing the spend now. Critch got that earlier without because he didn't do dirt jump.
Ideally, you don't particularly want to get out of your car, but if you do, I think the Town Hall Wasps are the easiest ones to get.
Critch
the
didn't
fast
go
ones.
for the backside of Town Hall first, which is interesting. Is he not going to go for Jaw Route then? They both got out for both Wasps. So wow, these coins are really good on both sides.
They're going to be
Critch is-
around 800 leaving this mission, which is
Oh yeah, I mean well over in the case of Critch. Oh, Bulmer's hit and run, but should be fine at this
he
side.
misses the wasp and has to kick it again.
Police cars come around the front. Don't get sniped, Bulmers. Oh, it's coming back round. The wrong angle. Okay, he's good. Silence
Good
now.
thing in monkeys is if you get woo woo at the end, you're just running anyway. So the meter goes down faster, I believe, if you're on foot.
I can buy that. Oh, Critch gets the thing eventually. We almost had a very nice looking first guy, I think. Whoa, duck bob,
oh
please.
man, duck bob.
Yeah, Bulmer's had a very good first guy. I didn't see his time out of the tunnel, but considering his time coming around the corner, it must have been very good.
I know in his PB he had about 20-25 seconds of time save. So if he gets it good here,
Critch gets the backup on the second. Oh, it still needs a little more.
almost
Bulmer's
having a
managed to
bit of
get
a
to-
slow one, but he put it in a good
Better than
position.
Gritch's.
Yeah,
Critch still on it, finally gets it. It's going to come around and try and get a head-on hit.
that was a very nice hit on the third car.
No catch up though. So he just get there and gets the Ven too.
Fourth car, not bad. Getting a lot of damage already.
Very good hit. Critch, yeah, Critch able to go for the main strat here for the fourth car. Get away with it. 6:21, 6:29, I think, for the times.
Yes. Ooh,
Critch
crit.
got up in the traffic. But cutscene skip coming on back to back. Bulmers ahead going into it quite significantly.
Well done.
21 seconds apart, talking to Frink. Both gone for ESS. Bulmers gets the skip. Critch needs this. And he gets it.
6 pauses, but you'll take it.
A 6 is better than missing it.
Sweet forward momentum.
Slen's saying that he is confident I'll get sub 2 soon. Thank you, thank you.
That's an NMW, I think. That was when we were talking about that.
Ah,
Imagine having sub to an NMW.
imagine having sub 2 in
I
general.
really need to run that again.
I was on my hunt for getting a PB in any category. I was doing NG plus NMW, and I still managed to mess it up.
Wow.
Oh no, I got to bot 2 and then no, I got to bot 1 and then my game crashed.
Ooh, Critch doesn't get a good turn. At the itchy and scratchy store.
And now Bulmers will he get a good cycle?
Looks
It
like it. Critch will just sneak in here. Probably the same cycle Bulmers had. Despite the turn. Which makes me think Bulmers didn't get the fast cycle.
Okay, I'll get
Ooh.
sub 2 soon.
There was I'm pretty sure that was the sports car right by Bulmers. He didn't take it. Critch has taken the sports car.
Oh no, and Bulmer's getting
Oh,
pushed back.
well, he can get in the sports car now at least.
Oh, the sports car just went nope.
The sports car is faster. Critch not going to take it. No, it despawns. Oh. So Critch not taking the sports car is taking Malibu for the ESS, but the sports car's faster for the mission. I think
But-
significantly so.
Sports car, I believe, has a harder time doing boat jump.
Oh yeah, you can't do boat jump, but Critch has coins. He does not need boat jump. He is fine
Maybe
with
he
just the
wants-
beach.
Maybe he just wants boat jump to be safe, I guess.
Bulmers will extend his lead. He will lose out further on the coins though to Critch. For them. Oh, and Bulmers gets the freebie.
That freebie is quite temperamental,
Because
I find.
yeah, it's better in sports car than Malibu. Malibu is really bad for it. Sports car is okay. But now Bulmers is actually the one who's up on coins.
But Critch is going for boat jump. and
Bulmers already has
he doesn't get
1,000.
it.
Oh, that's really bad. Now he's really going to be regretting his decision not to take the sports car.
Yeah, the main reason why you wanted Malibu over sports car there was purely so.
Yeah, that's the one reason you take it. He's going to get this bend as a compensation, but it's a slow bend. Gonna be. He's actually down on coins compared to Bulmers now.
But 1,000 after Clueless.
1,006
Runner.
to 1,004, so it's not a huge downside, but you'd take being 2 seconds and half a minute up. It's not quite half a minute, it's very close. Bulmers doesn't get the first drop and made it look a little awkward, but gets it fairly comfortably in the end.
Now this is a strat which is a lot easier on higher FPS compared to 60.
Yes.
I know being and other 60 runners find this mission really difficult.
I remember how nightmarish this was on console.
The bar's still missing, and I'm not used to finding it.
Dark days those were.
Malibu can get boat jump. Sports
I think
car,
that's the freebie, right?
Oh, the freebie.
I think
Uh,
Malibu can on very rare occasions, maybe.
Oh yeah,
It's got an awkward height, I believe, and that's why
Yeah,
it makes
it's
freebies.
The sports car and the Kevin are a bit taller than Malibu.
Yeah.
You need a really good spawn to get it.
Grandpa.
Ooh,
The freebie.
compact
Yeah,
half of Boomers.
I think it can, but
Critch has a
it's a bit
slight
like,
upgrade in the sports car.
it's a bit like the Lighthouse Wasp. You ain't gonna get it very often.
Oh, and Critch does get the rock jump very nicely with the sports car. No freebie mind.
Doesn't get a freebie and has to run back to auto. At
Yeah.
that point, I would have just got into the car and warped back to next auto.
I don't know. Because it does take a second or so to walk.
I guess. I guess it doesn't really make too much of a difference because
It's
it
not a
takes a
huge
second
deal.
or two to run back.
Because you'd have to do like a warp animation into the car, warp back up a little, warp animation as you car reset and then warp to get back out. Like the warps are faster than a regular car in and out animation, but they still exist. It still does take time. Both got good first cars though.
I know Bulmers talks a lot about his strat for the second car, so if he doesn't get this, everyone will be disappointed in him.
I will laugh.
And
Nice.
oh, that was pretty smooth.
Maybe it took a little more than you wanted on the last kill, but barely. Because Critch got a very clean one. Slightly cleaner than Bulmers. Didn't have to push him back into the wall manually. Just the second hit was enough. Good last car. Critch just ground pound wasted it, destroyed its whole first. Who's favourite to win? Bulmers has the better PB, so probably Bulmers. He's
But it
ahead
is-
out of early game, so it's going to be hard for Critch to catch this up.
Their PBs are only a minute and a half apart. A minute and 20 apart.
Oh, Cal's putting money on this.
Oh.
That's showing him what for. Strike two. Running over an elderly person without a license.
Bulmer's very... Oh no, I was going to say Bulmer's very far behind. But this is what he does. He does hang back to manipulate this last drop. More of a wolf style approach than what Critch is going to do here. Which is just block him. Oh,
I pretty much
for him. Breaks through but gets a
follow-
decent drop anyway.
I follow Bulmers' his way of doing it.
I do it the way Critch did it, if I can. And if not, I just hope. I just do the good old limerick.
I think that, well, for me personally, the crit approach has burnt me a few too many times because
fair.
I've had like god RNG drops when I've gone for a benip and he's just pushed me down.
That's rough. Because I usually get him against the water, like side on, so it's hard for him to do that effectively. Like, he can't really push me too far away before I can react and back up for it.
Yeah.
Almost does not get the Lighthouse Wasp.
That's a hard one to get, really.
It's I wouldn't even say hard, it's just RNG.
Did Bulmers get the freebie in Camp Krusty?
Yeah, he got in the school bus. There's no way that wouldn't have been a freebie. I'm sure he did
Then
go on,
he
but
would
if
have
it
had
wasn't...
he would have had 2 wasps already, I think.
Lisa has the possibility of 3.
Ah,
A la Homer 1.
that's fair. Hopefully neither runner will miss a fish.
I agree. Especially not like the last one when you only have a few seconds left. That'd be terrible.
I see some runners miss the one at the bottom of the dam, go around and then just
That's intentional. You
then
can do
just
that.
respawn their
I think it's
car.
basically the same speed. I do
Yeah.
it if I can cut the corner well, otherwise or if I just miss it. Yeah, they both grabbed it there. I think it makes the fishy deal split a little longer and saves a little bit of time on.
Oh, Critch missing a
next one.
fish.
Oh, you called it. You said about missing a fish. But
It
this
wasn't
could
too
equalize
bad.
things. Yeah, he caught it pretty quickly. Almost.
But it
Oh, that looks
didn't lose.
really awkward out of
Ooh.
fast limo. Just was a
He's just
little
gonna
late
restart?
at a bad angle. This looks a bit better. Yeah, but oh no, he's got
Oh,
out again. But
no.
he's done a lot of damage. Critch does basically nothing to his limo. That's not how that works, Critch.
And Bulmer's got it in. Critch going for it the second time
That
running.
is mission. That's way too early. Oh, he's still
Did he
got
get it?
something there. But I don't think he's going to be able to get behind him properly. I know he will. It's not very fast, but he's got it. But pole jump for Bulmers. First try. No, can't find Sea Captain embedded in his stand. 34.53 for Bulmers.
Marge Simpson, at your service.
It's only 15 seconds behind PB.
Oh, okay. Critch is
I could really use a
40 odd seconds behind Bulmers now.
He's about a minute and 20 behind PB.
Wow. My would be starting 370s. If you're like screwed up your position and can't get to the backup in time, then restart the mission. Like if he just turns out and you get stuck on the wall. But if you can still go for the backup, I think it's just worth it. Which grabs neighbours. I assume Bournemouth did as well. It's quite this coin gap's seems to be getting bigger between the two. In favour of Bournemouth. Oh, actually no, he's got a few. I forgot the crusty glass. Never mind. It's still really small. And Bournemouth gets donut fire.
This is a pretty hard strat to learn.
I still haven't like properly learned it. I only ever do it by accident, basically. Like when when I get an early but weird like first block on him, and he sort of turns
Got
this
it
like,
once, and I'd already got 5 drops in for backup, and then he tried to get away, and I just somehow managed to push him into a strat.
My PB has it, albeit a bit slowly, so it's like an automatic 10-second time loss in like the 5 runs I've done to then. Ignore the minute 40 plus that I save every time in 4-2. Freebie there for Bulmers.
Now, I know Bombers was unhappy that he got dethroned twice in the same day.
He got what?
Dethroned in the
Oh.
comms.
Yeah. Well, he only got dethroned once, because then Dank got dethroned.
Yeah, I guess if you look at it that way. Craig also gave him a freebie.
Nice. Both on 2 freebies then. Very nice.
Bombers,
Didn't go for both wins, I think.
I think he only went for 1.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, he went for... This is really bad.
Uh-oh.
No, that's surely it. He's not going to make this up.
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
no. And that's Critch back in the lead.
RTA, anyway. He went into the tunnel at 56, so we can have a look after. It's very unfortunate. That's a risk of going for that jump there. If you fail it, or if there's like an awkward drop, you can easily fail.
This is why I never go for the first bend. I only ever go for the second one.
Yeah.
The first one's just like a backup of getting cola trucks if I want more coins. I don't think anyone bet against you, Cal, so there's no payout. Twitch going for spam grind. Yeah, Bulmers is 16, 17 seconds behind, you said?
56 and now what? 14 seconds?
Oh, okay, it was that tunnel, right.
Yeah, that tunnel.
Although, depending on how the last drop is, that could change. No one's going to bet against you right now, Cal, are they? You're not going to get good odds on the bet. Bulmers are also going for spam grind.
Bulmer's not going for the patented Bulmer's coins.
Well, he stopped doing this. He started doing the regular coin grind, and now people do spam grind. I tried to do spam grind in my last run, and I hit the box by accident with my car.
To be fair, it's not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, if you go on the left-hand side of the box, it's pretty free. Is what I've been told.
Even if you break the box, it's not like...
Oh, it's not a huge
It's-
disaster. Oh well.
No.
I missed out on pool coins. I lost. There's not even that many because you still get a cross the glass at the end of it.
So it's... Bulmer's gets hit and run here.
So you should be fine.
It should be.
Pretty dodgeable. See how good the last drop is.
Oh,
It gets caught in the police a bit. And hits another car. Finally drops it. Oh, his
Uh-oh.
mic is busted. No. Well, Lego. I mean, the coins are still good, but they're not as good. I almost forgot to go to the Quickie Mart.
I
I
was
forgot
about
what
to say,
the
I like
time
about
was on
800
the main
I
menu
like
or
about
tracking from
800.
Quick.
Yeah, I like about 800 coins buying inmate, but
Mm,
then that's
you
by
haven't got
neighbors.
neighbours by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in that 800 to 850. Fail was BS, Bulmer says. Well, that's the risk you take. Got a random boost. Oh, okay.
I still say that a lot of it was him taking a risk. I
I
think.
mean, it was a risk. No, random boost may be unfortunate, but you still take a risk. Okay, 3 seconds.
Yeah. Driving the
Can we
canyon
stay?
arrow, you don't want to take risks.
I
like that.
believe they're about 26 seconds apart. Judging by the in-game mission timer and their own timer differences.
It was 26. 20. No.
I
24 seconds.
there's a
at the
there's
start
a
of mission.
well, the timers have changed now. There was a 53 second difference in the timer, 27 between the live split timers.
Yeah.
Adds up to subtract that way. It's 26. That's like at the point of like when the countdown ended, so starting the mission.
Very interesting race so far.
Hmm.
It really has gone back and forth.
Yes.
As you'd expect.
I swear I used to be a better runner. Thanks, sir.
The Bulmers failing 4-2 wasn't something you would have expected.
He's got to do the jump.
realistically.
Oh no, he might get a random boost. Oh, okay, he's fine.
Bart gets blamed for that.
Sorry, Bulmers. I couldn't not.
Ah.
You got no chance, buddy.
Pritch not doing bingo practice, he gets as many coins as possible here.
I get all coins usually in this mission. 4 neighbours, gang. Just me. Let's go.
The number, that is. How about
Why?
Because I'm really bad at getting them in 4-6, and getting them in 4-1 sounds scary.
That's fair.
Exactly. I think I started it when it hadn't been like all timed properly, so it was still kind of a thing done at times by people, and I was the only one who like kept it.
That's fair. I guess if it's comfortable for you, then it probably saves time compared
And
to
it's
other
something
things.
unique, and yeah, it saves time compared to when I forget to do it in 4-4 and get it in 4-6.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Bulmer's kicking Moman and then driving him over.
Outrageous. Critch did get the freebie at the school. Very nice.
I've been petitioning for a long time to stop Moman abuse, but people still do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But literally just drop right where Critch was at the time. The second one. Oh no, his Black Sedan's is on the funky way. Loses a bit of time. Not too much though, didn't really get too stuck. And that was a bad drop. It meant he had to skip the vend there.
Please don't sue us again.
But the chaser then is driving very weirdly.
I think that's generally a result of how far you are away from him, down by the church. That's what causes the Krusty Burger thing.
Yeah.
I think that was the only weird thing he did. Boomers also gets the freebie, very nice.
I'm sorry, Mo man. I'm trying to campaign for people to stop driving over you, but
Yeah, it's a fairly late 8 drop, but not too bad. Definitely wasn't a 2 cycle, and that obviously very early.
are in the same mission.
Who'd have thunk it? They're both in a 4-minute mission. That's a very early 3rd drop for Boomers.
I'd hope they'd be in the same mission here, otherwise something would have gone wrong.
Longest split in the run in normal circumstances.
Yeah, I guess without the cutscene there are longer, but
Yeah, without the cutscene, 5 is longer.
Yeah.
Don't know if there's another one. Because it's still almost 3 minutes without the cutscene.
cutscene is what?
A minute. It's a minute and
Minute
3.
5, I think. Oh, minute 3.
Yeah, because it's a minute 7 from when you talk to Grandpa. There's a second loading the cutscene and the 3 seconds to mission complete. Well,
And most
you
people
take-
want around the 4-minute mark, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's about a 3-minute mission.
the thing with that moment is if you take the cutscene out, do you take the pre-drive to 5-1 out as well?
Yeah, because a pre-drive isn't technically part of a
Yeah.
mission.
Like, yeah, the 5-1 split is longer than 4-5 without cutscene. The split is definitely longer, but it's not a huge deal in it, actually.
It is gameplay. That is true.
It is.
So long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing, shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with an antenna? That sounds awfully familiar.
Unlike low percent, which has like no gameplay.
4. It has 4 out of 50 gameplay. Well, whatever. 8%. If you ignore getting coins and missions you're skipping. Yeah.
Is still unhappy about the incident that happened.
As I said, imagine failing 4-2.
Imagine. Couldn't be us, right?
Neither of us would ever fail 4-2. Kurt successfully buys police costume. Successfully restarts the mission. Missed the gag at the Simpsons house though. That was an opportunity for a coin wasted.
It's one of those free coins in a run that
Yeah.
you can get. Personally, I know a lot of people after 4-3 will go for a mailbox. I will make sure to kick Cletus as many times as possible.
And straight for Gil. Not Gil, the phone booth. And I still lose a lot of time to people, I feel like, doing it.
Just-
Almost getting one of those free gag coins. Well, I don't know if you get the coin
Very
from that one,
smart.
you might enter Bartram too quickly.
Will I ever go for the quick amount Force? But I don't think so.
Oh,
No.
it
hasn't.
might be following him, in which case it does become worth it to get.
Yeah.
We'll see. No, it's zapped him, he's lost coins from it, and judging by that, oh, it has followed him
Oh,
back
and
down.
it's
Okay, he's
yep.
good.
The
I
game being
misspoke.
kind to Critch.
It means he can't get the second chessboard as a freebie, but getting that when it followed, he was faster, so.
Yeah, so you buying Krusty's limo. I believe there was a runner who did that in a run.
Yes. I remember Gady doing it in a big race. He bought Krusty's limo and then bought Classy.
Marge Simpson at your service.
No, yeah, and then bought. No, sorry, it was. Yeah, it was the other way around. He bought Classy instead of Inmate, and then bought Crossy's ammo.
How did he have coins for everything? That's some insane coin writing.
I, I think yeah, because you have 800 when you buy Inmate, that's probably just enough. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how he managed it. He did, and then he quit after that because you can't really come back from that. Two bad purchases. Anyway, cola trucks. I didn't even see what Critch's first cola truck was. I assume it was okay at least. Oh, just about goes through the box there. Almost
Bomber's
doesn't
going
get...
for
Nah, it was
not
way too
trying
early.
retirement strat.
Oh, retirement strat's bad. It's slow. Headshot way better. Look at that damage he dealt. It'll take a couple more hits, but it's moving.
I think I'm one of the only people who go for retirement strat.
Oh,
but
quite a few people do. But I
Critch
was never.
not
I
having
did it for a
good-
bit, but never had good times with it.
Not having a good second truck here.
Yeah, he's definitely
You
struggling a
should-
bit. But
You should just throw it here.
it's arguably the best one to miss, especially when you're not going for the second chessboard wasp.
Yes. I think that one has a lot of backups.
Just hangs
because
on
it's
the
a-
roof. Turns back towards the
It's a
top.
lot tighter of a space,
Yeah.
whereas the third truck is pretty hard to get a good backup.
Because once you go too far with the third truck, you miss the tire fire jump, which is time loss. With this one, you don't lose too much time. And that Bulmers also, his truck gets away. Because he would be going for this.
Critch getting a very sweet
Oh.
third truck, but then couldn't get the jump anyway because the
Yeah.
cars went away.
having
Almost
to go
getting a
around anyway.
freebie from what I saw.
Yeah, he hadn't got the Krusty Burger one, so. He was going to go for the jump again. Hopefully he doesn't get a random boost. Okay.
He already had both ends. His wasps are decent. No, his wasps, his coins
His
are
coins.
decent.
Critch's coins are very nice. Almost 800.
Almost getting the optimal backup there. If you get
Oh
him
yeah,
parked
not
up,
quite. But he's done enough damage that this is fine.
yeah, he should be able to.
Should
I
be able
think-
to just about get this jump.
If it
Yeah.
passes the barn, that's when you're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once he gets around that last corner, he's gonna have some issues in this. As it was in Bulmer's case, he had motion. Yeah, he's struggling
Then
a
you
bit there
pretty
though.
much wait to get to the trailer park.
What coins Bulmers will have here. Not quite as good as Critch, but still fine. But still good, I should say. They are good
Yeah.
coins. They're just Bulmers, Critches, they're insane.
750 is very nice here.
Yeah, he's about 45, I think, under Critch. Critch has already got the shake and rotate band, which most top runners don't usually get until 5-6. So if Bulmers doesn't get that here, that will be a slight discrepancy in their coin count. Although actually Bulmers will get this one, which Critch will get in 5-4, so the discrepancy will be a short-lived one later.
Thank you all for coming. I'll see you in hell. Oh, I had better hurry. Last time I left this store, hoodlums put pornography.
I believe both runners will get the coins here in the mission. Makes the end of a mission
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
suspect.
It's not too bad.
Oh, do not fear.
Uh,
You will be re-
true.
They're good
for
runners.
these-
It's pretty comfortable for them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that vote couldn't be trapped on Critch's side. Got murdered by the cola trap.
Critch doing a pretty decent job. Get a car bomb here. I think in 5-1 you want to get as many accidental coins as possible.
You want to be careful because you hit and run meter. You want like 2 or 3 probably.
Yeah.
Is optimal.
I know LP3
Maybe 4
likes
if you can get
getting-
like them spread out.
Yeah, LP3 likes getting 4 or 5.
It's too risky for me.
He does flick back
Also,
to make sure the truck doesn't get
Yeah,
stuck.
yeah.
every
If
5
if the truck gets stuck, then you're starting to lose time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bulmers
time.
missing.
Bulmers just about catches up on the second pass. It's kind of an awkward part, but yeah, he's catching up. Okay, it's fine. No 2-cycle here for Critch. Not the nicest of drops though. You hate to see a nice drop in that corner. Oh, Bulmers misses another one.
Oh,
Okay, the traffic actually helped him. It bounced in the correct direction.
if it was a bit of a nasty traffic light, it could have been a different story. But
Oh,
you see this with runners sometimes. If they start losing time, they'll just start hemorrhaging it. And
gets in your head, rent free.
whilst Critch lost a lot of time, like early, and just kind of slowly bled, whereas Bombers is just lost a lot of time in March.
Yeah, it kind of went on a downswing. His March wasn't great. That's a kind of a nasty 8th drop as well in that corner, very far away from. Like, it means you have to go back out of your way. You can't really take shortcuts. Can't go for the Krusty Burger Wasp bot event. He finds that too risky, considering how far away he was. So you got like the double whammy of really bad 8th and 9th drops where you can't cut any corners. Oh, Critch caught up a bit in the fountain area. He's gonna have. Will he have enough coins for car built for Homer? It's close. I think I'll have just enough.
Oh, he's 2 coins under.
There we go. Perfect coins.
Making sure to get the phone booth there. He definitely needed it. Almost coins are nice.
Fine. They're fine, I would say. But I mean, Critch definitely has the coin advantage here. Hopefully, for Bulmer's sake, he gets this freebie. Critch struggling. Oh no, this might be fine actually. He'll get at least a few drops here. Might struggle to get all that he needs, but actually no, it's coming out pretty well for him. I mean, yeah, I'd take that any day of the week, I guess. Oh. Oh no, he crashed!
Oh no.
Oh no, Critch!
Do we know why the game crashed there?
Yeah, if you pick up too many drops, sometimes the game will crash. Now, Critch, I assume, will load up an NG Plus file and continue from there. I don't know if he'll continue from 5.4 or 5.3. We'll see what he chooses. Considering he was he'd got all the drops, I think 5.4 is the fairest.
I think 5.4.
But,
would be
I mean,
fairest, yeah.
Bulmers, if he gets this here, which he might do, Baby Fan's up against the wall. Critch's experience, he knows what to do in these situations. He is going back for 5.3. Well, our Bulmers is well in the lead then.
I would have probably said that he could go to 5.4, but
I mean, but I can see why he'd go to 5.3 because you didn't actually finish the mission.
that is true. But
He didn't even have all 10 drops. He only had 9 when it crashed. I mean,
there was the one right there.
I know.
I think he was.
That's really rough though.
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets a good Baby Fan. It's a bit of a dumb one. This will make his life awkward. It won't stick there. No. Hard to get him stuck on a wall when he's dumb. He's very good at peeling away.
He didn't drop at all in like before that one.
Yeah, Critch was going more for guiding pushes than like actual hits.
I think it is for fairness.
Oh
but
yeah, no, I mean I get his
it
decision.
is usually. I think it's usually if you're at the end of a mission and it crashes, you can.
That's the
stop
thing. He
from
wasn't quite at the end. It's like a close call. I'd be happy either way with what he went.
Yeah.
It'll suck if he loses by like within this much time, but
I think because of course you have to load the game and everything, he wouldn't have gained any time at all.
Oh no, of course not. But I see why he's done it this way.
Yeah.
I can't argue with it. It's
No.
his decision. Still a long way to go, mind. Oh, that's not the right mission, Critch.
That is one issue of doing this. It will make your menuing a bit awkward because naturally in a run you will just flick up and go to the next mission. Whereas now you actually have to choose. He is simulating the box breaks.
Very nice.
He
Good
was
man.
about.
He knows exactly what to do. Yeah, he crashed in a baby van.
It was about 100 coins.
He
up
had 100 or so after 100 after buying baby van. I'll probably just take the coin route as normal.
Yeah. So if he misses 1 or 2 boxes, we're not gonna be too harsh, just because of the fact that he did have a good coin route anyway.
If he misses 1 or 2, and just say, "I get crusty." So
yeah. Got a freebie there, which is pretty nice.
When this happened, end the baby van. Yeah, a couple of minutes ago. He just picked up too many drops, I think.
Yeah. He got the nine drops together. Then he went to get the 10th and it had already crashed.
I think it crashed on the. Oh, he got 7 at once. I think that because he was on 2. I think, then went up to 9 and it crashed it.
Yeah. It's a shame, but.
I don't know if Critch has chat open. We've seen Bulmers type in chat earlier, so I assume his is open.
Almost having to reverse again for a drop. We've seen it
3 times in this level now.
Yeah. Was it him or Critch who missed the fish earlier? I think it was Critch.
That was Critch.
Yeah. So we've had a few of them missing a drop. Almost his coins aren't as nice as what I would like here.
Oh yeah. I hope he just has some things that he hasn't got yet. That he can get later, but this doesn't look great.
I'm trying to think what he might have missed. But
I'm thinking he might not have got the box outside try and save. He hasn't got the vend around the sit and rotate.
But he did get the vend.
You'd have got that by this point anyway. He hasn't got the vend at the Krusty Burger.
Yeah, I guess his coins should be okay, but they're still...
He isn't that low. I mean, I'd be unhappy with these coins, but I'd have like 2 vends up on Bulmers at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, he got busted, didn't he, Marge?
He did, yes. But he left Marge with 750, so...
Yeah, he only had 500 buying buying Private Bahoma. I wonder if he missed something else that he can get later. We'll see. We'll see how it is coming out of Upper. It's always a good point to check.
So Critch coming up to the monorail portion of it?
Yeah.
He's simulating
good.
Kick 'em a what?
A minute and a half behind Bulmers now.
I believe so. Which pretty much can be attributed to the...
Crash mostly, and having to redo Baby Van.
Definitely.
Shiva smiles on such behavior. I am higher than the Maharishi.
In that box there.
It's about
And the Wasp.
2 minutes behind PB now, so I don't think either runner will get a PB. Well, Critch can't get a valid PB now. And,
yeah, after failing the mission, I would be very doubtful.
Yeah, at this level, I don't think you can fail a mission and PB.
Maybe-
It's not by
Maybe
good-
4-1, like when you get the boxes. If you like get the
Maybe.
box and then fail immediately. It's
Yeah.
20 seconds. Oh, the wasp just about gets it.
only missions that you can fail and be okay with, I guess.
Up to on the truck strat.
Crit.
Oh, crit missed
Ooh,
off the
that is
drop cut there.
devastating.
That's rare to see. I would say devastating. Minor annoyance. I just saw Bulmers still hasn't got the vent here. So that's another vent that he didn't have yet.
And
That's
the
Ruby
vent
as
there,
well.
yeah. I think.
Yeah, and
one of
with a vend and 2 boxes in, and possibly a freebie as well in curator. His coins are
His
fine.
coins still feel a little low,
Well,
but
frosty glasses. We got a couple
Yeah.
of those.
I think more so that mistake is more devastating for his mental at this point. It all seemed to be slipping. And you really want a couple of, after a game crash, you just want a couple of missions to go smoothly, so...
I don't know, I think Rich can take it pretty lightheartedly. Oh, enters the CMV though. Yeah, Bulmer's coins are fine. Just.
Bulmers did get Ganesh as well, which is...
Very important.
Yes.
Critch chooses not to sadly warp.
I
He's
have
just
heard that Bulmers has been practicing a lot of bingo, so getting Ganesh is part of it.
Bulmer's coming up to Curator now. Critch was slightly ahead LP3, then he had a game crash in Baby Van, and he fell behind. Looks like he was fairly decently ahead before that.
Yeah, he was a decent chunk ahead.
Alas. Oh, Bulmer's not going for the vent there. Interesting. He's just going to peg his hopes on the freebie. Oh, he gets the freebie. That's important. Without that, I think he'd have been looking at Lighthouse Wasp. Critch might have got a backup for armored truck, by the way.
It looks like it. That is a very solid one to get.
That freebie has to get on foot.
Which was about
Bulmer's
20 seconds
struggling
ahead
with
after 5-2.
Curator.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about fair.
Yeah.
Critch is going to leave the armored truck as is.
There's no point trying to move it. If it's stuck, it's stuck. Just go.
Yeah,
I might have stayed there just and gone the long way around just to be safe.
maybe, but make up time after that crash.
You could, yeah.
It's
It was
looking
just-
fine.
Yeah, it's a shame that he was ahead by like 20
Mm.
seconds, but he can still come back into it. You never
Oh
know.
yeah, there's a long way to go.
Bulmers,
Bulmer's didn't have a great Curator. Got cuts and skip coming up. Gonna mash. Ooh, just gets it.
That's it. And we did see me win the other day after my game crash, so game crashes aren't.
Oh, I've seen people win from game crashes before.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
But most of the time they aren't behind when they reload up.
Oops. Careful, I lose easily.
Critch gets a good Curator, that will make up a chunk. Oh no, he's been busted! Hard to tell with his consume the crash situation. He did have good coins before, so
Definitely. I think he
I
had
don't
about
think he can
100
rely on it
over.
anymore.
He had about 100 over Bulmers.
Hmm. But in that time, I don't think there's anything that Bulmer's got that Critch didn't already have. No, you know what I mean. I don't think there's anything Critch got that Bulmer's already had.
That is fair.
You know what I'm trying to say. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think
right
I
now
think
there
Crit
should be about
gained
50
anyway.
coins. There'd be about 50 coins in it, realistically.
Yeah, something like that.
Alright, that was so cool. Hey, Kurt.
Almost kicking Carney.
Crit also struggling with Curator. Actually having a worse Curator than Bulmers. Not by much. If he gets him here, yeah.
Bart Simpson at your service.
As cutscenes get to go.
Tired. So very tired.
Gonna mash as well on 200. Gets it.
My butt hurts.
28 leaving uphill. Versus a 106.45. So that's pretty much
goodness.
all the game price there.
Wait, what was the time difference out of Apu?
It was a 106.45 for Bulmers and a 109.28 for
Ooh,
Crit.
that's more than the game crash, I think. I think Critch lost time in the Amateur in 5.5 and Curator.
Yeah.
So they're 243 apart. That's pretty significant now. Yeah, they definitely weren't that far apart at the crash.
Time for some road.
No, I don't think so. But then Crit has seemed a little off his game
Hmm.
after the crash.
Maybe he's just not really trying as hard after the crash.
Woo, nice one.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just a little psychological thing because he was
Maybe.
Much better.
he was on a decent run.
He was barely it was okay. But
Yeah.
Critch after that, Bus has to grab Squidport box early.
Oh, this is too cool for school.
It's a little more than that top hat, but not by much. It depends how badly failed, I guess. Oops.
Yeah, I think at this point, realistically,
Critch needs a few mistakes from Bulmers to catch up.
it's in Bulmer's hands now,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I didn't think I'd say after 4-2.
Hmm.
Eat my dust eaters.
Yeah, these are two like top level runners, top hat, so
Time for some road.
it's more than one fail. It's for 2.5 minutes.
Whoa, wicked.
I think the biggest individual thing that could happen now is blowing up the waist at the end of 7-7.
That's totally awesome.
Because that's about 215 to 220.
I think we saw a top
Because it's like
runner
a whole mission subtract the last 10 seconds or so. So probably at
Yeah.
215.
We saw, I think, was it Smith having to do inbounds in his race? And it was
Maybe.
about 224.
Even then, top hat, that a minute 30 probably for these guys.
Yeah.
If that, maybe a minute 20.
I think at this
In fact,
point,
yeah, I'd say a minute 20. If they react quickly and restart mission.
realistically, Critch needed Bombers to fail 6-3 at the end of a mission. That
I'd
would
say-
have put them within striking distance.
Yeah, that's probably like the second biggest thing that could happen.
Yeah. Like right
Like
now,
it's a single moment. But it's
I-
very unlikely.
yeah.
Unless he goes too far ahead or something. But who would do that?
Yeah, he would do that and then let their opponent who crashed win the race because of it.
Deja vu.
Professor Frank. No problem.
But a lot of like things could be like medium time losses for Bulmers and add up. But it's unlikely. But possible.
I'm pretty sure I've seen someone in the tourney blow up the waist in 7-7.
I've seen it happen, but I don't know if anyone's thrown a race to it. Like, gone from a winning position to lost.
Yeah.
I remember twice last year, like, it happened to people, like, past the back car, and they didn't realize they had to restart the mission, or it crashed. I think they both fortunately didn't quite have enough time to get the waste. But it was scary when they were going back, like, oh no, they're gonna crash. Duff truck for Bulmers. Ooh, that's gonna sneak out. Oh wait, he's gonna get at least some of the drops. In fact, he might be able to get them all out here. Very nice. Very well saved by Bulmers. Not good news for Critch.
Pretty insane.
Yeah, if you blow up the waste after escaping the black car, and then you go back to grab the waste, come back again, it crashes when you meant to re-trigger the black car because the game can't handle it.
Yo, lift now. Principal
I think it's like deloaded or something, so it struggles to trigger.
I guess because it's already.
Yeah, it's been deloaded, I think, is the issue,
Yeah.
so it can't trigger it. FMJ for Bulmers. Oh, that's not a great start. Still get the strat though. Oh, not like that though. That's not great for Bulmers. Well, he's getting some damage at least.
I
Might not
think
be too bad.
If this was closer, it would be one of the things which could have
Oh, yeah.
put Critch back in the lead.
And we've got some damage despite taking all of the hit on those Bulmers. I've roleplayed Armored Truck for Bulmers though. Gets it to one hit. Juggling, there we go. Spins into the last. Spins into the pickup. Set to kill now.
Fine by me. No problemo.
He will probably have to get Krusty Lou, potentially, because he didn't get any coins.
Critch might have to as well after the barely having enough Globex probably.
Depends. If he gets Bow Jump and FMJ, then I don't think he will have to.
Well, because he already got early Pier. Which nice stuff truck strat.
It all depends on his FMJ. If he gets FMJ and then gets a freebie here.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And Bow Jump, he might not have to.
Don't know if he got the freebie there. Can't tell you that one.
I think he did.
You can never tell. I mean, Critch might just honor system. Take it.
He might.
Take Costa, they wouldn't have known. Almost looking good for a no hit and run set to kill so far. Critch looking good for FMJ, very nice.
So yeah, getting a lot of the coins, yeah.
Yeah. Gets a box and a vend. Grabs this other vend. So they're a mission and almost 40 seconds apart. That's about 2.5 minutes still, yeah. Maybe a little less. I think Critch definitely made up some time on that FMJ and Duff Truck.
If I didn't play so many video games, I'd be in better
What was
shape.
having to get Krusty Lou. We'll see if Critch is able to skip it.
Dad,
Sweet.
you got it.
Yeah. I'm a lean, mean
Bulmers,
thingy.
this race should be pretty easy for him, to be honest.
Yeah, should be. I saw the ending car was against him in the minimap, so I was kind of worried it like spin him out when he was going to try and go for the shortcut. It did not happen, unfortunately.
He goes for this little shortcut.
It's slightly faster.
I don't see
small
many
amount.
runners go for.
Going for boat
that.
jump. Oh, not
he
get
does
it! Should still be fine for the race.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
He's
I
going
think
for the
it's
cheeky
going
racer.
okay, I don't know.
Bulmer 2 has a lot of coins.
Yeah, I mean,
easily accessible.
I think he's got 649, 349. That's like the like 350 is kind of your limit for what you want. So I guess it's okay. We'll need everything though.
He's below the limit. It's devastating.
Hopefully he gets a visit. He gets some help from the Waspit neighbors, which is able to skip Krusty Lou. As long as he gets a boat jump. I don't think he did that in set to kill.
Don't believe so, but I think he'll be getting neighbors anyway. I think his coin rat needs it.
What Critch hasn't skipped Krusty Lou, so he needs boat jump.
Yes.
If he doesn't get boat jump, I can see him warping back to set to kill to get Krusty Lou. We've seen people do that before.
It is an interesting sensation when you.
He must have gone for it in set to kill then.
He must have. I think I was watching Bulmers.
Yeah, I was watching Bulmers, I think, go for his own set to kill. Or cutscene skip or something. Speaking of cutscene skip.
Oh, he doesn't
reset.
get it.
Gets it.
Ooh, it looked a bit dodgy there.
It was a car reset. It spooked you.
It did. I got baited.
So I think I think it's only about 2 minutes apart now. Critch only gets one of the neighbor's boxes, has to drive into the other one.
It's 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
But Critch probably won't have to get as many coins as Bulmers did. So you might save a little bit of time here. Because Bulmers had to get the gas station, but I don't think Critch would. Anyway, here's where the big guns start to happen. Not quite yet, but we've got 7-3 coming up in a couple of minutes, if that, minute and a half or so. It's what Critch really needs to go his way. I'll say something about Critch being on high FPS, but he might go for a 7-2 out of bounds. I don't know if he does that. He has in the past.
Going for a box, going for a vent.
The Smith
I
route
think he's getting a bit of shrapnel as well. His coins are about 5 under or so.
It looks good to me.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
And he is.
At some point.
Yeah, he's driving to.
That was him buying the zombie car before he drives to it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's even waiting this bit out. Yeah, he crashed in Baby Van Derek. He was ahead then too. Most of this time loss has been from that, and then the rest of Apu.
Yeah,
He's been bringing it back. He brought it back a bit in part 2.
There's
Speaking
now 2 minutes, and it was like 2:43. I
Yeah.
think, going into that.
Yeah, something like that.
Was going for 7-3.
Almost lines up. Looks decent. That looks very good. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh.
I'm surprised he didn't go for fast passer because I know he's been practicing it a bit.
First person, best person. Just pretty ahead.
Okay,
It does
well,
look like
do you
Critch
need to? Do you need to fan off a little after that?
Not really.
Perfect.
Not really. I was like having with Bettish rep. Oh. Critch going for the 7-2 yeet. Could be big.
I've never seen.
No, it's a little too far to the right.
I was about to say I've never seen anybody successfully get the 7-2 yeet.
You need to like watch more, Kappa. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Critch needs a really good 7-3 to stay any sort of chance in this.
Sweet.
Look at that.
I know Bulmers has been watching race parts, so I'm not sure.
Well,
whether or
he's
not
been in
Quick has.
chat
Yeah.
at the very least. We don't know if he's actually been watching. With his internet, I'd imagine not. Which lines it up. Oh, a bit too far left. Hit the frame of the door. Doesn't get any real bounce off of it.
And he
and
got no bounce
again.
again.
You just can't get a hit off that. Be careful, he's about to run over Bulmers. Oh, he's run over Bulmers. Oh no. Gets the bounce this time. Bit awkward on the cage. Should be fine as long as he turns back. To his... Come on, Christian, that's the wrong way. He needs to drop it. Oh no, he's going to force his way out. Never mind, he's good. Okay, could be worse. Considering when he was actually on the wall was pretty good.
Almost
But
doing the ult
definitely
tab.
worse than Bulmers. Yeah, Critch needs a lot of help from the game here for Bulmers. He'll need some bad traffic RNG, then another unexpected boost at the end of 7-7 into like the side of the school.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think one of the only ways could be a Bulmers game crash to win.
Bulmers going for the Witch Room, refused to get the hearse because of the resetting properties, where only the Greg and the Witch work.
The Witch is a lot narrower though.
So we're just risky though, because it's very risky for like the getting back to it part.
I have seen a lot of people crash their game because of it.
I don't think Bulmers will crash. I think he'll know to reset the mission.
Yeah, definitely.
This isn't a great start to the RNG. There it is. Okay, that's good. You managed to get to stop. No crashing issues.
Just gonna reset the car.
Reset.
Should be on the correct level for Snake.
Always a little high. It's going to be close. I think it's just fine.
I think it is because if you go behind him, the hitbox is different.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah. Sometimes if you go in front of him, you can't speak to him, but if you go behind him, you can.
Well, you know. Kurt's struggling to get into the wreckage parkour from behind. There we go.
Having the default NG plus file, which gives you dirty Homer.
This game. Bulmers are going for the resets. Which needs this to go pretty horribly wrong for Bulmers. Like, fail a mission, and then give up and do it inbounds on the second go. Still have a chance.
I think at this point, if he fails first time, he could just do it inbound.
Oh yeah, he could. Okay, thought that was him messing on that. That's him finding the Krusty Burger. Looks good. Yep. Gets it. Well, it's in his hands now. And comfortably so. Like I think he can maybe take the 7-7 drop.
The 7-7 drop from a playground is pretty much the biggest risk of this now.
I think the latest drop I've seen is Smith dropping it on one of the baseball plates. Ooh, crit
I've
shot.
seen Ticker drive into Willie's shed.
Wasn't that his sub 130? And it like very barely didn't blow up. Well, it was going pretty slow at the end. I think that was Ticker.
I
sub 130. Yeah, because he lost loads of time the last bit driving around the thing.
yeah.
He got physics, unfortunately, was moving pretty slowly by the end. Ooh, crit shock is very high there.
I've also
Actually, no, it
seen
doesn't. That's just perspective.
I've also seen Potato get smashed by a hearse a boat just before going into
That's hard to block on the boat.
I hit a boat, he got smashed by the boat and then smacked into a wall.
Crit struggling to get out of bounds here. Almost got the really cool turn.
It should be fairly standard from here. Bomber's just taking a nice. As long as he plays it safe, there's nothing really that can go wrong. He knows the points where he can be one pixeled. He knows most of the risks. Craig going for the yeet.
Gets it. Well, he gets the jump zone at least.
Yeah, he gets the jump zone. He's going for
He needs to
the
go
lead
as
now.
fast as possible. Oh, struggling with the physics there.
The car might be a bit of an issue for him now.
Oh yeah, I'll take Cal's bet right now. Where's he?
Yeah.
Rich looks good. Yeah. No, he's just too short.
He's gonna go
But
back
Crit,
and have a
you
second
can't.
try.
Is he gonna go for the reset? He's gonna restart the mission.
Yep.
Well, that's it then.
I believe
I don't see.
Cal has surprisingly got vanished as soon as Chris's
Ah.
game crashed.
And there we go. Bournemouth's finishing up with 1:28:39.
GG. GG. 28:39.
I always uncentered that. Was that you, Axe?
I just typed in it.
You
I don't know
ruined
why.
it. You probably put like some weird thing in.
I literally just typed.
Oh, Critch is rolling around in the mud. He's gonna restart the mission.
That fortune teller was right. I do end up dying in a spaceship crash.
I just put Bournemouth 2-1 up in their series.
It does. Critch will have to win the next one because and then the one after, I'm guessing.
I mean, there's a chance for a 3-3 tie if he loses NMW.
It is, but as we've mentioned before, his Hundo case is not his strong point.
His Hondo run's not too bad. He hasn't done much of it. What's it compared to Bournemouth? Oh, okay. Bournemouth has a 324. Critch, I don't think his PB's actually submitted. Critch has never actually submitted his Hondo runs. What? Come on, Critch. Get your act together.
Imagine not submitting your PBs.
I think it's got like a low 330s. But it's Hundo, a lot can happen in it. So Critch gets it this time. Not going for the super fast return.
Hopefully he won't crit it.
At least he definitely didn't lose just to the crash. With that 7-6 disaster.
Definitely. I think there was a few points which the edge to Bournemouth.
Did not crit it.
Which is about 6 minutes behind PB, which
Sounds
is
about right.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I think when his game crashed, he was about 30 to 40 seconds behind PB. So it
Probably
might-
unlikely. It's probably possible, but unlikely.
Yeah. It was unfortunate, but it's definitely deserving the win here.
Please come back, I'm so lonely. I'll tear you a new corn shoot.
He might bop Nathan, as Bombers is saying.
Definitely gonna bot me at this rate.
He might even bop me, which is a miracle I know, but you know, sometimes it happens. It might bop Cal. Cal's
Be close.
PB is at 33.
Yeah,
so
33. I think they might. Yeah, it's gonna just pop Cal
yeah.
by 2 seconds.
the home, are you?
133.31.
Not a wall outlet bop, yes.
If you, yeah, invite Bournemouth to the VCL. And Death and Critch. Hello, Critch.
Hello.
Hello,
And
sir.
Death and Critch. Hello, Critch.
What was Bournemouth's final
Hello,
score?
sir.
128.39.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
You were ahead at the time of the crash, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
I guess with the home two, it didn't really matter.
yeah, it sucked, but oh well. Shit happens.
Mm.
It was very unfortunate, the game crash. You were about 20 seconds ahead of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hello,
It was
Bournemouth.
Hello.
Congratulations.
It was about 20 seconds in it when your game crashed, which was very unfortunate.
How did your game crash?
I got Bathe Van Strat. I picked up all the items and it crashed.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, so I had to redo that.
To be fair, you did redo the mission, even though we were discussing whether or not you could have just moved on to the next one because you had got all the drops and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it-
did have a peek at Never Trust a Snake, and I saw I was ahead, and I was like, "What?" I had a
Yeah.
52 merge.
Yeah, what happened in 4-2? You say there was a bit of a boost there.
Yeah. So, do you know the way that Cletus drops that drop either in that tunnel or on the other side of the tunnel?
Yes.
So I get the first vend, and then I brake, so he goes around, and then I go through the Gamden wheel, and I always like slow down and go to the right of it, if you know what I mean, to go around and get the drop. As I went onto the ramp to slow down, I got a random boost that just boosted me into the wheel, and I couldn't control myself or have enough time to. Like I barely failed it too. You saw me.
It
There's
was
like quite a
unfortunate.
wide range, but he's just getting further
It
from you
was
if you're
a
pretty
bit.
far
Yeah,
behind.
kind
It is
So
a bit of a risky strategy as well. So I think it's one which probably pays off when it works, but it can cause these sort of
Yeah.
moments. Which is
I've never
unfortunate.
failed the mission there because of that. That it's it. I always do that.
imagine
That I'm
trusting
just unlucky to get a
Canyonero
boost. Yeah.
to not
I'm
just
happy with the
lead.
run though. Apart from like for myself, like there's a ton of strats I messed up,
Mm.
and I guess to get a 128 with the failed thing like that, and to add in the
Yeah.
other strats, it wasn't actually that bad.
You
If you like
reset fast limo.
You were only
Yeah.
15 seconds red out of Lisa.
Yeah, I was 0.1 red out of fishy deals. I brought it back from like plus 26 out of clueless. My lease is crap in PB, so
It was fairly close until
I
Clueless,
choked Bart too.
I think.
Did you see my
Even
double
though
drop?
no, it was still close at Clueless. It was.
Yes, that was pretty good.
I don't know
Where-
how I managed that, but yeah.
Where did it drift apart?
Well, I had a very bad Never Trust a Snake and had a bit of a bad
I'm trying to
Kieran.
think.
Your shit.
All
What?
that.
So humble.
I think it was just throughout Lisa. They kind of switched back towards Bournemouth.
GG.
Yeah, the game crash kind of put me off a bit because I had really good coins like
Yeah,
throughout the run.
The rest of our poo kind of went a bit downhill. I mean, you picked it back up. You definitely made up quite a bit of
Yeah,
time.
we
but
noticed that you did make a few small errors after crashing the game. You just did a few driving errors.
Yeah, I was in the rhythm because like the way I've got like when I click mission select, I always go up and then like down. So like so even selecting missions was like hard for me. Like I had to like actually think about selecting missions.
Yeah, we mentioned that it was
Yeah.
going to be awkward because normally you flick up and go through.
Yeah, I know it is what it is. To be fair, I'm actually really happy with the 133 considering everything that went wrong. Because I had to like restart 7.6 3 times as well. Yeah, so I'd take that. It probably would have been sub 130 if I would have got, without the game crash and 7.6 went decent.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Was it a clear win for me towards the end, or was it close?
It was, yeah. You were like
After the crash, there was about 2 minutes in it after.
It was about 2 minutes coming out of Bart.
No, it was about 2:40 after a poo, and 2 minutes after Bart 2.
And then you saved a bit of time on Critch in 7-3, of course.
Oh
You
yeah,
had a really
that's
good one.
7-3. What the hell? How did that happen.
You got a really
was
good bounce.
such a
You lined up
weird
really
angle.
nicely.
That
Got a
was
good
the
bounce.
weirdest angle I've ever done, and it was so fast. I don't know how I managed that either. But
What? Do you mean the angle up the wall?
Yeah, it was like a 47.
The angle up the wall was
It was
beautiful.
a 47. If I didn't crash at the start, I would have bested that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I've got to go sleep
Right.
because I've got to get up at 9:30.
Good night,
All
Coach.
right.
GG Bombers, and I will see you next week for no mission warps.
Yes, sir.
Next race is
bingo.
A bingo. What
A
bingo?
I think it's Larac and JPEG.
It is in 9 and a bit hours. Ooh.
Ooh. Larac is a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe I'll do a few impressions for it.
All right. See you later, gentlemen.
Yeah.
See you.
Catch you later, guys.